Hi everybody. Today I'm working on a holly wreath made out of felt. I decided to do this in shades of blue because I could not find a big enough variety in green. They had dark green, it had like a Kelly green and a lime green, but there wasn't much in between. I had to go to a couple different stores to get these. Mostly they're from Hobby Lobby. Some of them are from Michael's, Joann's, and I think that really minty one is from Walmart. You can order felt online, but you usually have to buy it in pretty big packs, so I didn't bother with that. I just used what I had locally. And these are some pom-poms. I couldn't find any white ones, so I bought this pillow and cut it up. It's from Dollar Tree. You're also going to need your glue gun, some glue sticks, and this wreath form from Dollar Tree. I got this instead of the styrofoam one because the styrofoam one is pretty small, and I like the shape of these because the backs are always flat. I wrapped it with tulle, just 2 layers round and round. I actually do this pretty often because it's $1, but it's a much bigger wreath for $1. And you're not introducing styrofoam into the landfills. Alright, getting a fresh glue stick going, and I've got my temperature set on low. And while that's warming up, I'm going to show you how I made this template. The felt is 9 by 12, so my little pieces were 2 by 3, and inside of that square, well, rectangle, I drew out my holly leaf by making it fatter on the bottom and then pointier at the top. Fold it in half to get a mirror image, cut it out, and then I cut 4 layers of felt at a time with my Fiskar scissors. They didn't all come out exactly the same, but you don't need them to be exactly the same. You just need that suggestion of a holly leaf. And yeah, if you're thinking that leaf looks really purple, you're right, it does. It's definitely periwinkle. That middle one's kind of like a Wedgwood blue, I think. Then the mint. I want to do all light colors. If I had gone for more deeper or darker colors, then that probably would have been a bigger variety, but I thought it would look silly with a bunch of light and dark colors mixed together. So I really like the greenish one, the mint. I'm not too happy about the purple, but it is what it is, and you can't really see it that much. It's not as obvious once everything's all together. And so what I've done is just glue 3, and then I did 2, but that didn't work. So when I did it again this time that I'm about to do right now, I went back to 3. And I'm starting on the inner ring and working my way to the outer ring, making sure that there's a leaf on the outer ring, a leaf on the inner ring, and then a leaf in the middle, joining them. They're glued kind of down the middle on the leaf to those outer and inner rings, just so it's covered on the inside and the outside. And that's really about it. I did leave this section at the top undone, so when we get there I can show you how I ended up finishing it. And this was a quick project. I think it took me about 40 minutes to put together. It did take me a lot longer to cut out all the leaves, but if you had a die cutting machine, you could just go to town. And of course this footage is sped up, but you're really just gluing leaves onto the tool. This does end up making a really lightweight wreath. I don't know that it would be so great outdoors just because it is so light, but indoors it would be fine. And of course if you wanted to use a styrofoam wreath, if you wanted to use a straw wreath, those would work too. This is just what I had on hand in the size I wanted. I think these would be really pretty done all in cream or done in green, like an olivey green. I have a really pretty olive felt, but I didn't have enough to make an entire wreath out of. And if you just saw that thing that came on screen, that's my tens unit. I don't want you to think I have some special secret crafting apparatus that I'm not sharing with everybody. I was actually in a tremendous amount of pain while I was doing this wreath, but I had to get the video done, so I hooked up the tens unit and strapped on an ice pack and sprayed on some biofreeze. And occasionally you'll see I'll go in and just kind of tack the top of the leaves down. I wanted them to kind of be free-form, like just kind of loose, but if the tool was showing underneath, I didn't hesitate to just kind of maneuver things a little bit my way. And I don't know what was going on right here. I was like starting a new one without finishing the other one, and then those two colors are next to each other, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up taking that off. Oh, maybe I'm just going to do it. Maybe I'm just going to leave it there and be a rebel about it. And now that I'm turning it, I see that those are not the same colors. So now we're getting close to where we started, and all I'm going to do is fold back the first 3 leaves I put on and kind of nestle the last 3 leaves underneath there. So I just pressed down a little bit and actually held them back. This is 1mm felt. I had some 2mm felt, but not enough of it. I think that would have been really nice because it would have been a lot stiffer. I wish I had gotten more of that. It is more expensive, but it's really nice. And this whole project, I used maybe 5 sheets of felt, which was $1.50. The wreath form was $1. The pillow was $1. So, I mean, under $5 definitely. I had enough leaves to do one whole wreath, and I probably have enough leaves left over to do another one. That's the thing about doing these projects, is that I can't know how much I'm going to need until I do it and figure it out. So there's everything. When it's up against the wall, all of that's going to be covered. You can see if you can kind of mess it up, but I like it laying down. And now, the only reason I'm using tacky glue for this is because I don't want to deal with the strings of me gluing each little pom-pom on there. So I just kind of stuck these on. You can see in the pictures at the end there are more pom-poms on there because I didn't like that these ended up so straight in a line all the way around the wreath. It looked very, they looked like little soldiers all lined up and ready to go. So now I'm adding some individual pom-poms for individual little holly berries, which I do go back after the video's over and rearrange these before I went outside to get some pictures. So you can use as many pom-poms as you want. You can use none. See, I had to get a couple more off this pillow right there. Those pillows are so weird. Like, who's using that little bitty tiny pillow? That's it. I hope you guys like it. I really like it. Not so fond of the purple, but I can always make another one. There you go. Thanks for watching, guys. If you could please remember to comment, like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, share with your friends, and follow me on Instagram. I would greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. See you next time.